So this right here is a cataloging of all the cons I've been to so far. And this first one is Onicon. My first one was Onicon, which I don't like anymore because for some reason because it I don't know. For some reason Galveston's too far from me, but Dallas is not. Go figure. Okay, my first was actually that's not my first con. Onicon was my first con, but 2005 was my first con. And then it was my first big convention. This ChibiCon thing was this little convention, look at the air quotations I'm making, that they did at Lone Star College back in, must have been in 2003 or something like that. It's where I first got interested in X, also known as X 1999 for the manga. So, yeah. And then we've got 2006. I went to Onicon again because it was the only con I'd ever gone to, and I enjoyed it. So, and it was the only one I knew of, and it was close, so I went to it. Also, for the reason my con days only started in 2005, that was when of course, I started college and started really getting to know people who actually liked the same thing I did. So, yeah. And there's another badge somewhere over here. It's kind of an obscure badge because, let me see, where is it? It's annoying me that I can't find it because I knew I saw it. Nope, no. Oh, here it is. Shiokaze-kan. Shiokaze-kan did not last long. It became something else. I forgot, or something. And that. I also attended Shiokaze-kan. You can't see it, but I attended Shiokaze-kan in 2006. So I attended 2 conventions in 2006. Sorry for the thing all over the place. And then in 2007, of course, I went to Onicon again. The badges, as you can see, were kind of okay back then. Not that great. I mean, they were okay for what they were. I think Onicon was really starting out, so it's the first I'd heard of it. And that's 2007. Paid attention to my... And then I skipped a year. In 2008, I graduated. So, and I lived in Chicago for a while. And I went to Anime Central, which was my first con outside of what's the stupid word I'm looking for? Outside of Texas. That wasn't a hard word, yet, and I made it. Difficult to remember. That's nothing. And that was in 2009. My next con was actually when we moved back to Texas, and it was my first con that was not Onicon. It was a con called A-Kon, which I'm going to this year. In fact, that was my first time going to A-Kon. I went with some friends, and I'm better planning A-Kon this time around, especially the transportation stuff. If I'd known I could take a friggin' bus, a train down to the hotel, I would have done that back then. But I didn't research very well. And like I said, that was in 2010. And the flame is in reference to Roy Mustang, Full Metal Alchemist. If you're curious to know. And San Japan was my second chance to go out and go to a new convention. That was in 2011. 2011 was the last time I went to an anime con. I think because, well, I didn't have any more money. The money ran out, something like that. Um, yeah, I think by that time, the money I had from my previous jobs was sort of um, no longer there, and I think around that time I applied for unemployment stuff um, for a while. 2011 was actually the time I was in the paralegal school. But yeah, that was the last time I went to Arroyo. I have no idea what that's a reference to. And then, of course, I have uh, I know my Comic Palooza one is on here somewhere. It doesn't count though because it's not an anime convention, but I have no idea where it is. So yeah, these are my badges.